One rule you absolutely cannot ignore in bookkeeping, it's this. Keep your business and personal finances separate. This is where 90% of businesses get into trouble. And it's the biggest reason people end up with unexpected tax bills, messy books, or even penalties down the line. When you mix business and personal expenses, your books stop telling the real story of your business. You risk claiming things that aren't allowed, which means more tax, interest, and penalties later. You risk paying more tax by missing things that got lost in your personal account. And you waste hours sorting through a big mess trying to separate everything later. Mixing equals chaos. Here's the fix. Set up a separate bank account and credit card for your business. If it's a purchase for your business, it goes on one of the business accounts. If it's personal, it does not. Simple. Okay. Now you might be thinking, but I started this business to make money for myself and now you're saying I can't touch it? Not at all. You absolutely can take money out of your business. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that in the coming lessons in a way that's easy to track and won't trip you up at tax time. This one habit will save you headaches, hours of stress, and probably a pile of money. So what counts as a business expense? Here's the simple test. If you didn't have a business, would you still buy this? Printer paper for a client proposal? No, you probably wouldn't buy that. Business expense. Driving to one of your clients' houses? No, why would you do that without a business? That's a business expense. Your Canva subscription you use for your website? No, that's a business expense. Pet food? Yeah, you'd still buy that. You have to feed your pet. That's personal. Your house? Yes, you'd still have to pay for your house even if you didn't have a business. But if you're using part of your house for your business, like maybe you have a spare room that you use as an office, then part of it could be a business expense. Sometimes it's really clear what's a business expense, and sometimes it's gray. This is exactly the kind of thing you want to flag for your accountant at year end. You don't need them for every transaction, but when it's in that gray zone, their expertise saves you money and keeps you out of trouble. Now let's clear up one big misconception about write-offs. Maybe you've heard someone say, that's a write-off. What does that even mean? What they're really saying is, that's a business expense. Make sure you put that through your business. But here's where people get confused. A lot of people think that a write-off means the government gives you that money back.
That's a write-off?
Yeah.
Do you even know what a write-off is?
Yeah. It's when you buy something for your business and the government pays you back for it.
Oh, and who pays for it?
Nobody. You write it off.
Who writes it off?
I don't know. The write-off people.
Not true. A write-off is basically like getting a discount on your taxes. The government gives you a little break because you had a business expense, but you're still the one spending the money. Think of it like this. If a store is having a 25% off sale and you buy a shirt, you get it cheaper than usual. Great if you already needed that shirt. But if you didn't need the shirt in the first place, you're just spending money to save money on something that doesn't actually help you. That's exactly how write-offs work. They're only a win if the expense truly benefits your business. Okay, so what happens if you accidentally write off something personal? Well, now you've basically given yourself a discount from the government on something that should have never been on sale. Oops, you were supposed to pay full price. When they catch it, the government takes back that discount. And not just the discount, they also tack on interest and penalties for their trouble. That's why it's so important to keep your business and personal expenses separate. Here's the bottom line. Mixing business and personal equals interest, penalties, additional fines, stress, and chaos for your business. Keeping them separate equals clarity, clean books, and sleeping peacefully through the night. So do yourself a favor and let's set this up properly now. Your future self will thank you.